Iowa Debris and Jennifer Lopez on talent.
Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the Cake Radio Show. I'm the CakeDive, and I hope y'all are doing well because on the 8th day of vlogsmas, we will finally be talking about and reviewing Tyler, the Creator's album, Chromakopia. I know I've been teasing it for a little bit, and originally it was supposed to be out a little bit earlier, but different topics came up, and I also really just wanted to sit with the album and like come with a firm decision as to like what I would rate the album and stuff like that. So for those, like, it's been a minute. Album came out all the way back in October 28th, and it's December. So like it's been a minute, but like I'm still gonna review this album and give y'all my thoughts for sure, cause like sure time flies, but you know music always stays with us. So 14 tracks: Saint Chroma, Ratata, Noid, Darling Guy, Hey Jane, I Killed You, Judge Judy, Sticky, Take Your Mask Off, Tomorrow, thought I was dead, Like Him, Balloon, and I Hope You Find Your Way Back Home. And I really just like hopping off of like how I feel about the album. I really enjoy the album. It's a really good album overall, and it seems to continue to push like what we kind of got a little glimpse of in Call Me If You Get Lost and like the estate sale, where you're seeing Tyler the Creator be a little bit more mature and like shift into like he's always been introspective and he's always put a little bit of thought into the music that he's putting out and stuff like that. But it seems like with this album in particular, like he has said this in interviews and stuff like that, he's very much focusing on, you know, the like him growing up, him getting older, and like the different conversations about that. Like, oh, like, are you gonna have kids? Kids seems like having children seems to be like the big topic of discussion that he's focusing on in this album, stuff like that. And it's just like really interesting. He's also delving into some of his relationships. Everyone was talking about like him, talking about like his father and stuff like that, which I have thoughts on. But outside of that, like he's still kind of still Tyler the Creator. It's not like a grand shift into this like mature sound. It's been teased again through previous albums, but this seems to be like a really firm step. Like it seems like, and I would say like for a lot of people who have been iffy on like streaming Tyler the Creator, because I know a lot of people who don't stream him are like, oh, like he's weird and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, he's still weird on this album. Like, don't get me wrong, he's still weird on this album, but it seems like he definitely like it's a little bit more toned down, a little bit more like I guess a little bit more tasteful than it's been, you know, in the previous albums for sure. And you know, if anyone wants to give you know the album a shot, I think, or give him a shot, this album probably is like a good jump in ground on it, especially because a lot of these features are good. I ain't gotta tell y'all that I really enjoy Sticky and Balloon because Glorilla slid on Sticky when I heard the track and I heard her slide out there and I didn't know that she was on the track. I was gagged. I was like, whoa, like it was really giving what it needed to give. And you know, Sexy was alright on it. You know, as you probably have heard on the podcast, like I'm not too like I like Sexy Red, but her music, but I'm not too big on Sexy Red. And then Lil Wayne, you know, he was cute on there. He was all right. Um, and then Dolce on Balloon. Now I've seen a lot of people like be mixed on the Balloon in the track, but like I don't know if it's because like well, I feel like it's because Dolce's a woman. And I don't know like what the issue or and a dark skinned woman at that. I don't know what the issue is. And I feel like that, but I feel like that's the reason people are going really hard on it because a lot of people seem to like really act like they don't like Balloon, even though like Doechii matches Tyler's energy on that track and is giving what needs to be gave. I would love to do a full video. I might do this next time for Vlogsmas, but I would love to do a full fledged video talking about like Doechii as an artist because she's been on a generational run that those who are like like shading her and like questioning her, like if she's like legitimately really taking it and has what he needs to really take it and be like the next artist up front. Those people are gonna be crazy because they're gonna be like, oh, like I've been liked her and stuff like that. They're gonna hop on, they look real stupid, hop on the bandwagon real quick because baby, this generational run she's been on, like, and she was just on NPR, and she's about to do a Nardwuar interview soon. Like, it is kind of like she in this music. We about to get the studio album from her, the studio debut album. Like, it's about to be sickening. This again, generational run we're witnessing here. So like, if you're not feeling Balloon, like I feel so sorry for you. And I know I've been talking about certain tracks that I've enjoyed with the features. Those were kind of the big ones I liked in terms of features. But outside of that, like my favorite tracks on the album are Annoyed, Darling Guy, Sticky, Thought I Was Dead, Balloon, and then I Hope You Find Your Way Back Home. Like those are my favorites on the album. And like now that it's been like what, 2 months, I have been circling back to those tracks, and like those have been like my like heavy listen tracks if I go back and listen to the album for sure. Like I always try to listen to those tracks when I go back and restream. That's been my thoughts essentially. Like again, like I feel like it's definitely like a it feels like an evolution of Tyler the Creator, because again it's like we still have some of the old Tyler the Creator in there, but it seems a little bit more mature. Seems to be a little bit more growth and maturity here. And like again, it's a very introspective album. Like he's giving you a really like personal look into him, and is bouncing between like showing the persona that people see when they hear or like know and recognize when they hear the words Tyler the Creator, and then like Tyler himself, like Tyler Boredom, and like. But that's my thoughts on his album. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. I would love to hear like if you guys are still listening to this album since the album's come out, what your favorite tracks on the album are. Do you like Balloon? And if you don't, like what's your problem? But that's been my thoughts. If I had to rate the album, I would give it an 8 out of 10. And yeah, like that's my thoughts on the album. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of the Cake Radio Show. Let me know again. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video around. And if you're listening to this on your favorite podcast platforms, be sure to follow, turn on notifications, and give the show a rating because it helps. Love y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning into these episodes, and I will talk to y'all next time. Bye-bye.